मास्टर्स गर्नलाई के छ ब्याचलर पास गरेर पर्यो ब्याचलर
So I want, yeah, we'll just do more. This is the revision.
Please, I beg you.
So let me interpret. I'm trying to bring up that file.
We're doing in Google Colab, right?
Yeah.
Today too?
Yeah. Google Colab.
You know it, okay? Wait.
Yeah, I'm going to show you now. Okay. Spend. Okay, I got it. Now look at the screen. Let me interpret it, okay?
Okay. Thank you for sharing the best.
Now, when is our class? Oh, our classes. See our classes. We have classes on what? This class is what? Monday, Wednesday, what? Friday. What time? 11. So if your class is at 11 in the morning, this is your exam time. That's the exam.
In the May 8th?
That on Thursday.
On Thursday?
Yeah.
And so we take exam in online.
Not online.
Not online?
Look at the circle stuff. 11. Our class is 11 o'clock. If you, so
Take in a class.
I'll be with you for the exam. This is your exam time.
Oh, okay.
In the class.
In here?
We can have it here. We can have
Here?
it. Yeah, let's have it. Wow, we should have it. We can have it here.
So which room?
Here.
Oh, here?
Yeah.
Oh.
So, 2 to 3:50?
Yeah. 2 to 3:50.
At the May 8th, okay? May
What?
8th?
Yeah.
On Thursday, May 8th?
Yeah.
What about 164?
164. What is it? When do we have it?
1 to 2.
1 to 2. So let's look for 1 here.
Oh, it's the Monday, at the first day.
Yeah. Same day.
Same day.
See?
Same day.
Now you know how to interpret it?
No.
Yeah. See. 1, not same time. Oh.
It's same different day. It's the Monday and the 165 is for Thursday.
165 is for Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
164 is for Monday.
Monday, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. See?
Thursday or Monday?
Any question about that?
So when do we have our 165 exam?
Thursday. Yeah.
Let's interpret.
Yeah.
When do we have class?
We have classes on
11.
No.
When is our class? 11.
Okay.
Look up. If 11 in the morning is your class, then this is your time for the exam. 2:30, 2 to 3:50 on Thursday.
Okay.
Does it make sense?
Yeah.
So if your class is at 10:30 on Thursday, when is your exam? Let me ask you. Suppose my class is at 10:30 on Thursday. When is my exam?
8 to 9:50.
10:30.
Yeah, 8
8 to
to
9:50 a.m.
on Wednesday, right? Yeah. So that's how to interpret. Myself, I had trouble interpreting it because it messed up my brain. I had to make inquiry about that.
This is harder than calculus.
No, it's not. It's just like a flip.
Okay.
Professor, what is that? Note B, note C, note D, note E?
I have no
Those are
idea.
musical notes. There are 7 notes.
I have no idea.
Oh.
No idea about that.
Who said you don't make that issue, right?
So your exam is what? 2 to 3:50 on Thursday. Right? Python. Computer introduction. That is Monday, same time. Let me see my COM 233, my architecture class. My architecture class is at
2 to 3.
2 to 3, right? 2 to 3. That will be
On Tuesday.
on Tuesday,
There is or. What does that mean?
12 to 1:50.
Oh.
Right? You got it? So I think this place is more spacious. You like this place more than that lab?
Yes.
Yeah. We can do our exam here. Yeah.
Professor, so for the both 165 and the 165 we have to do exam here.
No, no.
Why?
164 is not there. 164 has to be there.
Yeah, it's better for 164.
Okay, let's do a little more work. This is the last week, right? Let me see what I can what I can add to what we already have. Okay, I think I was doing it. Let's 16. Okay, yeah, revision. Revision. Still on revision, right? Today is 4/29.
Okay, so this is revision day 2.
Yeah.
Alright. So we have to create a new cell, Professor?
Yeah, Michelle. Same.
Same
Same.
book?
Yeah, you are sending me only one link.
Yeah.
Okay, Professor.
Same file but new
Yeah.
cell. Not that big.
That's good, bro.
I think we stopped at least yesterday, right? So let's have an example of slicing a list. Slicing a list. Names. Let's have John. Is anybody knocking there? James.
Yeah.
Pascal.
Yeah.
Bibek.
No, I think we can exclude Vivek.
Brian.
I don't want more right now.
Eric.
Brian.
Ashish. I don't know how to spell that.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And Utwal. Utwal, I'm right?
No.
Is he right?
No.
How do you spell Utwal?
UJWO.
Oh, you saw.
UJ.
WO. Yeah.
Right.
This one? Oh,
No,
what?
no why.
I almost got it. This is a list, right? You know a
Oh,
list.
why, Professor?
No why? Oh, Ujwal. Oh boy, what does that mean?
Bright.
Oh,
Very bright.
beautiful name. That's a beautiful name.
And his means very intellect. His name
Bibek.
Yeah.
Okay, very troublesome.
Very intellectual, you know.
Oh, okay.
And his is blessing.
Blessing.
What about Eric?
Is there any meaning on them?
Eric is, I think, disciple of Jesus Christ. I don't know, you tell me.
No, that's outside of our classroom. So this is a list.
He's a friend scientist.
He was, bro. He's already in the coma.
Okay, now guys, we have a list, right? See what we have?
Yeah.
The first two names. So those are the first two names, and you can also use this. You may remove that 0. I think it will give you the same result. See that? Look at it. You can remove that 0. You can remove that 0 there. So when you have that in multiple choice, look at it. Or use this. Okay? That's slicing a list. You slicing a list. Remember, the content of a list, any list in Python is a what? Is a mutable data structure. You can change. You can replace Pascal with something else. What is our index for Pascal?
2.
So I will say names 2 equals, let me call it new Pascal. Right?
Yeah.
So if I print now, let me print the first 5, the first 4. Okay? See, it's changed to what? New Pascal.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
But you can't do that with what do you call it? With a tuple. Tuple is rigid. So you have to,
Cannot be changed.
you can't change it. You have tuple, you have what? Set,
Set dictionary.
dictionary, list. List is like an array in other languages, okay? So, and you can also, you may remove this 0, it's the same thing. Right? You can only have that if the 0 is the beginning. But if you start with 1 here, that will give you 1, 2, 3. I mean, James, Neil, Pascal, and Vivek. Okay? So, let's say 0 here. That is a list. Okay. And you can copy the entire list. New names. See new names?
Yeah.
You can copy names. All of it. You know what you do? That's what you do. Just passing column as the parameter of the square bracket. So that will copy all names into new names. And let's see if we can print the content of the new names. Let's see what we'll have. So print. Yeah. You will have exactly the same thing. Can you see it? Look at that idea. So I'm going to walk through all these codes and add more example to the text. So most of the 90% of the text is going to be coding statement. Okay, coding statement. So that is about. There are other things we can do. I'm telling you. There are other things we can do, a lot, but we can't cover everything in class. We can't cover everything in class, and we have tuples. Okay, tuples. Tuples could be like, let's say my tuple. See, look at tuple. So if you try to change tuple, you're going to be into trouble. What? See, it's not allowing me. Can you say? It will not. The compiler will not allow me to do anything with that. Will not allow me. Even if I use this.
Oh yeah, it works when you use 2 equal to sign.
It's not callable, so you can't change the content of the tuple, right? So don't even think about it. You can't change it.
Oh, okay.
So class tuple. Okay. And we talk about conditional statement. Let's have age equals eval. Input, enter your age. Okay? So we have age in line 16. And if your age is greater than or equals to 18, you are an adult and can vote. And can vote. And can vote in a federal election. Right? Otherwise, you are not an adult and cannot vote. Just swap it. Just reverse the statement. You are not an adult.
You are a kid. Go back.
Or you can say you are a kid, yeah. Okay? So, let's add somebody to be 12. That's just it. Okay? Now, look at the structure of the if statement once again. We are doing revision. We have done all this. The selection I have here is a Boolean comparison, right? So that selection evaluates to what? True or false. If it is true, then this statement gets executed.
Yeah.
If it is false, it comes here. So the circuit can either go in two ways, zeros and ones, true and false, internally. Okay, so, and do not forget multi-way comparison, if, elif, else.
Yeah.
We use that for solving quadratic equation, I remember. Okay. So let's look at dictionary. Dictionary has got a set of what? Values and keys. A name, a key. A name, a key. Like student ID, student name, student ID. So a dictionary is a collection of two pairs. Values and key. So let's say we have US states. US states, okay? US states, Virginia is a state, then colon, VA is the code. North Carolina. AI is making life to be easy. So that's a dictionary. That's a dictionary. Okay? So if I decide to print state, US state of VA, that will give me that will give me Virginia. Why is it giving me error here?
I think you're supposed to type Virginia.
The spelling is wrong. Yeah, that's true. I was the value and the key. Thanks, Brian. So that is, we can't do everything today. You know what? You know, we've covered all this. Now let me ask you, why do we have to have this function here? Ever? Anybody to tell us? Why? Anybody tell us why do we have to have a? Why the ever?
Ever?
Yeah. What's it doing? What's the ever doing?
Oh, because we're giving it a number, not a string. Like
So if I remove ever, what happens?
it can take all of it, like strings and everything, but by putting eval, we're restricting it.
Remember. Your raw input, there's also what is called raw input. We've not used that before, right? So let's see the difference between input and raw input. Differences. Differences between inputs and raw. Okay. Question. What are the differences between raw input and input?
Raw input returns a string while
Don't type that. Illustrate that with an example in your. Put that in your notes. Put that in your notes. Okay, so there's a difference between the two. Input and raw input. Okay. Going back to what we have done. I think the best thing is for me to, instead of typing from fresh. Week, let me see week 5. You know, I got one thing last night. If you want to reverse the string, let me show you real quick. If you want to reverse the string, if you want to reverse a string, guys, reversing a string, okay, reversing a string. So let's say my string equals inputs entire string. Entire string. So you can reverse string this way. See that? So let me enter Ezekiel. And give it 1. See that? So when you want to reverse a string, you put -1, 2 columns, and -1 as the parameter to that string. My string of -1, colon, -1. That's quick, right? That's super quick. Super quick. Let me grab this out of that. United States of America. Let's reverse that. What happened? What did I do wrong? Okay. Look at the way that one was reversed. It doesn't even look same.
Professor, do we have to create a new cell for this, or we can do it in previous cell?
You can make a new cell, but the same
The same file.
notebook.
Okay.
Yeah. Because it's running the previous one all the time, and I don't want that.
Yeah.
Enter Malachi. Okay. Malachi. When you go into cryptography, you will do a lot of encryption, reversing string, modulo arithmetic, right? All those stuff. How many of you want to go to cybersecurity? How are you doing now? You're feeling strong now? It says you're not feeling strong now? Yeah, you are not in class on Monday, so we miss you. And it said that you're not okay.
Oh, yesterday I was not okay. Today I came from like biology.
Okay. Now you feeling good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Now, if there are some things that you should never forget. This reversing string, you shouldn't forget it. -1, column, -1.
Yeah.
Myself, I study. See, let me show you what I mean by I'm studying. I'm doing a Python micro degree online. I'm telling you, it's going to take me 200 hours to complete. 200 hours. Yeah. Look at it. Let me show you. See? Oh. Has expired. You should see. God, login. Accept all. I have watched only 9 hours. Can you say, when I want to write this exam now, I'm going to write lockdown browser. I'm going to use lockdown browser for 200 hours Python micro programming for Python micro degree for cyber security. It's a lot. I have to spend like 30 this summer, I have to spend like 3 hours every day or 4 hours. Okay, so even your professors, we are still studying, right? We are still studying. I've just finished completed 8%. 8%. So let's watch. Let's watch some stuff.
Hi, welcome to Code Red. eSync access continues, and there is a very important thing. And now,
yeah, I won't do that because of time. Okay, so you know how to input from the user, right? What again did we discuss about in class? We talk about loop. We talk about loop, weak. I think I have to open two windows. Go. Week 6. Yeah. Look at the code you have here. Look at the code you have here. You guys still remember this? I'm going to grab this out of that and put it right here. New cell. New code. Look at it. So this is a loop. This is a loop. Now, when you see any variables in a code, you have to ask, make inquiry about everything. Now, the first line says variable x equals to 0. Equals to 0. When I look at variable 6, I'm line 6, I'm adding 1 each time. So that means I'm looking for summation, addition of all the first n natural numbers. If I put in n equals to 10, it's going to sum 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9 plus 10. And that will give you 55.
Okay.
What is the formula I gave in class? If you don't want to use loop, sum equals what?
And minus n plus 1 divided 2.
N into n plus 1 divided by 2.
Oh, yeah.
N times n plus 1 divided by 2. That is the alternative way. If you want to avoid while loop, using loop. So the variable is x to start with. See that? I am considering numbers maybe 1 to 10, 1 to the first n natural numbers. And I know at the beginning I have to set their sum to be 0. Sum is 0, okay? So line 3 says enter any multiples of 10. Again, we are using eval. See eval function? Right? Because if you don't use eval, the default data type for the input is string. Right? It's string. So you have to convert it. Eval means evaluate. Now, while your x is less than n, see, if I put that in a comment, it doesn't make sense now because the compiler will be looking for x. So you must know your x first. While your x is less than n, do something. While condition, do something. Now, the something you are doing must be indented. You cannot put print under while in Python. You have to do that. So print x. Print x. Increase x by 1. Sum, add the x to the sum. Sum is 0. So 0 plus 1. Sum becomes 1. Increase x to 2. So sum becomes 1 plus 2. So it goes on until your x is no more less than n. As long as your x is less than n, the iteration continues. Okay? So when you see this in a multiple choice, know what to do. Okay? And that's a 10. The problem here, however, is that it's adding what? 0. I'm interested in the first natural numbers. In mathematics, 0 is not part of natural numbers for most authors. So I will say x is 1 here. Okay. Then I have yeah. So who can tell me the error here? That's when it works. Now, see, guys, look up and learn. When I remove equals here, who can tell? I had 10 was knockout. Why? We had 10 knockout there. 10 was not used because our x should be what? Values from 1 through 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So with this line 4, okay? Pastor, with this line 4.
While x is less than n. print x. So, so that means x is already 1, so n should be smaller than 1, and which is not possible if we are doing natural numbers.
So it has to be less than or equals to.
Yeah.
To have the 10, because we want to use all the numbers.
Yeah.
Okay? Because now, when you start increasing your x to 9, when your x is 9, so while 9 is less than 10, that is when you do this.
Yeah.
Okay? It will never include 10,
Yeah.
because it will stop. Because when your 9 is less than 10, it's going to increase x to what? To 10 here.
10. Yeah.
And add all this. But we have another problem. Who can tell me? What is the sum?
6 plus x.
But we are expecting 55.
Yeah.
So what should we do? What should we do?
We should do n times sum plus 1 by n.
No, with loop. Let's use loop. So we have to go back to what we have and do that. That's when you have 55. See it?
Yeah.
We don't actually need x displayed. We need the sum. So you can actually here even suppress the printing of x. We are looking for the sum. Look at that. And method number 2. Method number 2. Also, in class that day, you remember how we printed even numbers between certain range? Look at it again. This is displaying odd numbers between what? 1 and 100. You start, this is the start, end, increment. Start, end, increment. Okay? If your start was 1 and your end was 100, increment was 2. So 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and so on and so forth. That is that. Oh, that's awesome. Let me ask again, how do we print on a row? I don't want to print them on, all of them horizontally.
Oh, we need to use the end,
Fantastic. I'll use what? End
comma, end.
equals, right? Yeah, and that will be horizontal.
Is there a way that we could show half of them, like in 2 rows?
Yeah, you have to write more statement.
Oh,
Yeah. So, you have that, right?
yeah.
Yeah?
You,
What?
uh,
Question?
I want to, how can I say? Okay, it's fine. I want to see this code.
Okay.
Thank you.
We should not use the entire time today, right?
Yeah.
Wow. Our commencement is wow. It's a lot. You know, in this 21st century, this century, I told you guys that those who invest in those who are skillful in cryptocurrency and software development, youths, they have money. Those two things are futures: cryptocurrency, stock investment, and software development. You see young people having money, a lot of money. So if you can think in those directions, you're already on your way to wealth. But it requires what? Study. Cryptocurrency, software development. Cryptocurrency, software development.
What about in space-related fields?
Yeah, that shouldn't stop you from doing that.
Oh, okay.
Anybody can do cryptocurrency and software development. Anybody. So if you have that, you have more advantage over others. So if you have space engineering, whatever, plus cryptocurrency, software development, you powerful guy. Nothing is free, right? The excess of coming to college is to have skills to solve problems. Okay? To have skills to solve problems, and when you have the skill, you make money. You make your money. That's it. Now, this code is the same thing as the one I gave you earlier. So you don't have to rewrite it. But in the exam, you will see me changing the variables like this. So it will not be like straightforward. And look at what I did here. Look at the increment operators. X plus equals 1. Y plus equals X. Same thing. This will give us 50-50. Okay? And we talk about file processing too, right? And we said the common thing is file name equals week16.txt. Look at that. Week16.txt. Width open. For rights. F dot.
Professor, do we need to do the 27 code?
No. You don't need to do that.
No.
Oh.
It's the same thing with the other one. It's the
Oh, so we just
same. Do the file.
do this right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is our last week of class.
Last day probably.
No. This
Also
is
doing assignments just like that. We're gonna dance on. Oh, we have winter shield also.
of Comp 165 Spring 2025. Hey, yeah. So it's written to a file. I have no idea. I forgot how to open the file. Let me see if I can get it. Yeah. Look at that. I can see the file.
Oh.
I can see the file. So you have a space there. So you go, see, look at this left side, and you move down, you see this folders icon, you see your file there. Okay. And again, you can use two quotes, double quotes in place of, but you cannot mix them. You cannot use left single and right double. No. Maybe they will do that later on in the future. I don't know.
I don't think that would make much sense to do that.
You know, we do many things.
But we never know.
Okay. Now, look at the parameters for this. Look at the parameters. right parameters, right? Look at the W. Take note it's lowercase, not uppercase. Now, let us add to that file. Let us add to that file and say, I have the file name already. So append, I'm going to use append parameters A. I'm adding to it. I'm adding to it. So second row. Okay, run it, it's done. And you can open your file and check it. Can you see that? It's added. It's added.
Oh, so we just appended it.
Yeah.
The original text won't disappear.
It won't disappear.
But what if we, instead of appending, what if we just edited it with a W over there?
No. Editing it? You cannot do it manually.
Oh, okay. So once we run it, it's there.
Yeah, it's there.
Okay.
Because if you run it again, it's going to remove what you have.
Oh, alright.
Yeah, file processing is very important. Okay, so that is append, and if you go on Python documentation, there are a lot of things you can study about. Okay. What again? We also discussed that's a long code. We also discussed looping through a list, right? Remember these guys? Looping through a list. Let's add my favorite app, Orange. I can even add orange. One more fruit. Anybody? Watermelon.
Tomato. Mango.
Tomato is not. Is it a fruit?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Okay, it's a fruit actually. I will count as vegetables.
Tomato.
So I'm going to change this to. Instead of banana, I will have tomatoes there.
Yeah.
See, it's going to print all this before the. Now, don't let us just type without understanding. This is a way of breaking out of a loop. When we tell you how do you break out of loop, you use break statement, right? So you have your list here. You have your list here.